the stages they want to be on. I'd say more so than other matchups, just because the nature of Bowser is he kind of sits there and throws things at you, and you got to get around his throwing things. And he's all big and fat. So let's see if this is tournament or if this is hand warmers. It looks like it's tournament. So both of them have this have a projectile, like you just saw there. They're both shooting the projectiles. Actually, so right there, it looks like Squirtle's armor actually beats Bowser's armor. Does it not? That's weird. I think it might. I looked like the side B beat out Bowser's down tilt, which would mean that he armored through it and hit him. So it looks like Squirtle is not only the faster turtle, but the stronger turtle. Maybe. Let's see if Vaerix can do something about this. He's kind of in a bad position. Getting comboed pretty hard. Back on stage. Now he has full stage control. But Squirtle with the slippery side B gets back on the stage pretty easily. Actually hasn't said anything yet. Down air, I don't think I've ever seen him do that, but it worked, I guess. I know Phorcys is a player who really likes to spot the ledge, so I guess it makes sense that, you know, obviously when you see him go low like that, you're just going to want to grab ledge because he's not gonna go super high or anything. But let's see, the stocks are tied up. Vaerix was at a high percent, so it didn't take much for Phorcys to actually kill him. I don't know. It's one of those things where I kind of have to watch to really see what happens. I'm not too familiar with these characters enough to say what either of them is looking for. I mean, obviously, aside from the standard, like, Squirtle is going to want a combo, Bowser is going to want to hit you. Like, literally just, some of his moves do absurd damage. Like, his up air does 23% damage, stuff like that, you know. So, I mean, he gets the Aqua Rest. I don't know what much to say. It's pretty much like, Phorcys is dominating the neutral, is what it looks like, you know. Like, see right there, he got a crouch cancel down smash, but he really doesn't capitalize off of anything, or he doesn't get much off of it, because, I mean, Bowser has some heavy hits, and you see Squirtle here landing those combos, pretty much making up, but you see, the thing is, you know, Squirtle hits you like 4 times, and that's one of Bowser's hits, so, you know, Phorcys kind of has to do all of that to even up what Vaerix can do with one hit. So the matchup is going to look very one-sided, like you can see here. The matchup is, it looks like looks like Phorcys is really dominating here. But really, all Vaerix needs to do is land just a couple of hits, you know, just like one hit right here, one solid like a back air, a fair at the right, you know, with bad DI. Maybe not any of his smashes, probably not down smash, but I think up smash or F smash would obviously kill here. So see, like that, a little bit higher, he would have for sure died. He tries a sweet spot here. See, he does that sweet spot thing. This is looking pretty bad for Vaerix, though. I mean, it's see, he gets the down smash, gets the kill. It's one of those things where, like, Vaerix can easily take Phorcys' next stock within a matter of maybe like 5 or 6 hits, but he dies before he can even land one because Phorcys is just a god. So that's one up on Phorcys there. Update that real quick. I think that updated. Yes, it did. Awesome. You gotta say stuff, Ashley.
I'm not familiar with all these fancy
terms.
Fancy
terms like hitting and stages and Smash Bros. She's not familiar with these terms, guys. All right, so smaller stage, like I said. See, Vaerix really wants those smaller stages so he can do this. And the thing with Bowser is because he's so big and his moves are so big, that on a smaller stage, the amount of space he covers just with like a down tilt or an F tilt is just exponentially increased to the point where he kind of has this like threatening presence even when he's just standing on the other side of the stage. Like right here, like you're scared to like run up because half of the stage is in his like F tilt range, you know. So let's see. We'll see if this is a little bit better. Also, the other thing to note too is the Squirtle shenanigans with his movement and stuff. It requires him to actually be in a full run. So by limiting the size of the stage, you limit his ability to actually run around the stage and get that sling animation. I forget exactly what they call it. Shelf shift, I believe. But it prevents him from being able to do that. And I work really well with someone who knows what they're doing. So I kind of just analyze things. I don't really talk about the match that much. So Panicking. Ashley, say things.
We're seeing some really good recoveries.
Some really good recoveries
off the ledge.
off the ledge. That's accurate. Oh my god, did he just... That was an F smash. I think he just charged the F smash and was like, Vaerix, you're not going to sweet spot. Which is crazy. Gets the crouch cancel down smash. My bane in the entire world. You know, I hate down smash. Crouch cancel down smash from Bowser is gross. It can be tricky to play around. You don't expect it. It has very fast startup frames. And you know, right there, I wonder... I think Vaerix was trying to catch him on bad DI, trying to get the mid-air spike hitbox, and the aqua rest again. But I think Vaerix was trying to get the bad DI so we could get the mid-air one, which is the mid-air side B, which is actually a spike. I think he might have actually been better off had he gone for the meteor and just put him in a bad position. But this is once again looking very dominating. Okay, so he got the bad DI that time, but he wasn't really able to capitalize off of it. I don't know if that was a tech flub or if he thought maybe he would DI differently. Maybe he was trying to do it around fair or something instead of a regrab. I think he could have regrabbed him with side B. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Even with the high ceiling. So it's like Phorcys takes that 2-0, and yeah, that is that.
It was a good match. It was a good match.
So I learned today that I cannot commentate with someone that doesn't know what they're talking about at all.
Well, I mean, she's sitting on your lap, though, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Do you think you would be able to commentate with me?
I don't know. I figured I would at least like...
I heard that you were commentating, so...
Was I?
I heard you talk a few times. I heard you say you don't know what's happening, I think. I think I remember that. Did you record?
I did not hit start recording, no. But we did stream it. We streamed it. You forgot to tell me. You forgot to tell me to record it. It's okay. Steven...
You're so excited. I thought you knew.
No.
Right.
Steven is a god when it comes to ripping things off the stream. Don't worry, we're fine. Don't worry.
You're gonna make the dude do time. It's not even me. Alright, look, can I check the bracket real quick? Thank you.
Can you check the bracket? Yeah. Yeah, no. My thing was like I was like analyzing the matchup more so than actually like what was happening on the screen.
Nothing has been put on the bracket so far. Do I need to refresh it?
Wait, that actually... No, yeah, it has to have been updated, yeah.
Okay,
Pyre's quit shaking. Who wants to commentate with me so Ashley doesn't sit in my lap and talk about the good recovery she's seeing from ledge? All those ledge recoveries, though. She knows some words.
Okay, so either J or Mia.
Was this Axel versus Key Money? Awesome. You want to commentate with me so I can talk about the matchup and you can talk about what's happening on the screen? So that way it's not just me analyzing the matchup for like 7 minutes and then being like, hey, okay, so by the way, Vaerix is losing pretty badly.
It's not untrue.
I said some good things. I know. Well, in a way, it's almost untrue. What I was basically saying was the fact that like you could pretty much end any of his stocks in like 5 hits, like 5 good solid hits, because all of your hits, like I noticed, like you landed like a hit, you landed like a down smash. You landed a down smash and he flew up in the air and you didn't punish him for it.